A very good morning to one and all. Myself, Professor Chetan Gupta, Assistant Professor in Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIIT, the SAGE Group. Today, we are going to discuss about the subject that is Database Management System. The subject code is CS502. And in today's lecture, we are going to cover a topic that is Distributed Database Management System. So before starting discuss about distributed database management system, first of all, we will understand what is distributed database. A distributed database is a collection of multiple interconnected databases which are separate over multiple location that are communicated via a computer network. There are some important features of distributed database. That is, database is a collection of logical interrelated data with each other. Point number two, data is physically stored across multiple sites. Data in each site can be managed by the DBMS independent of the other site. The processor in the site are connected via a network. They do not have any multiprocessor configuration. And the last features of distributed database is a distributed database is not a loosely connected file system. Now we are going to discuss about what is distributed database management system. Basically, a distributed database management system, that is a DDBMS, is a centralized software system that manage a distributed database in a manner as if it were all stored in a single location. Basically, there are some features of distributed database management system. That is, first one is it is used to create, retrieve, and update and delete distributed database. The second point is it synchronize the database periodically and provide access mechanism by the virtue of which the distribution becomes transparent to the user. That is the most important point in the distributed database, that all the database are connected with each other, but that is transparent to the user. The third point, it ensures that the data modification at any site is universally updated. The point number four is it is used in an application area where large volume of data are processed and accessed by numerous users simultaneously. Another features of distributed database is it is designed for heterogeneous database platform. And the last one is it maintain confidentiality and data integrity of the databases. Now this is the structure of distributed databases. That what we have seen in this figure, that we have a local user in a local location. We have a global user also. What is the meaning of global user? Means they are physically or geographically separate over different location. But all these databases, like in cylindrical shape, we are showing that database 1, distributed databases management system 2, and DDBMS 3, all are connected and form a distributed global database management system. They are physically separate, geographically physically separated, but they are transparent to the user. Now, what are the advantages of distributed databases? So here is some advantages of distributed databases. Like, first one is modular development. What it means? It means if the system need to be expand to a new location or new unit in centralized database system, the action require effort and disturb in the existing functionality. However, in distributed database management system, the work is simply require adding new computer and a local data to the new site, and finally connecting them to the distributed database with no interpretation or interruption in the current functions. Means we can easily add new node in distributed database. That is one of the most important feature, that is a modular development. Second one is more reliable. In the case of database failure, the total system of centralized database become halt. However, in distributed database system, when a component fails, the functionality of the system continues, maybe at reduced performance, Hence, DDBMS is more reliable. If we talk about the another advantages of distributed database, so third one is better response. If the data is distributed in an efficient manner, the user request can be met from the local data itself, thus providing faster response. On the other hand, in centralized database management system, all queries have to pass through a central computer for the processing, which increases the response time. Sorry. And the last one is lower communication cost. In distributed database management system, if the data is located uh, where it is mostly used, then in the communication cost for the data manipulation can be minimized. This is not feasible in centralized system. There are some factors that encourage us for the distributed database management system. So what it is first one is distributed nature of organizing unit. The second one is need of sharing the data. Third one is database recovery, and the last one is support of multiple application software. Now we will discuss one by one. First one is distributed nature of organizing unit. Most organizations in the current time are subdivided into multiple units that are physically distributed over the global. Each unit required its own set of local data. Thus, the overall database of organization become distributed. The second one is need of sharing of the data. The multiple organization unit often need to communicate with each other and share their data and resources. This demand common databases or replicated database that should be used in a synchronized manner. Third one is data recovery. One of the most common technique used in DDBMS is its replication of the data across different sites. The replication of the data automatically help in data recovery. If the database of any site is damaged, user can access the data from other site while the damaged site is being reconstructed. Thus, the database failure may become the almost for the user. Support of multiple application software. Most organization uses a variety of application software with its specific database support. DDBMS provide a uniform functionality for using the same data among different platforms. Now, there are some drawbacks of, or we can say the disadvantage of distributed database, that is cost. Second one is large overhead. Another one is data integrity and improper data distribution. Costly means ensuring data transparency and coordination across multiple sites. It requires more expensive software in a distributed database. Large overhead. Many organizations on multiple sites required numerous calculation and constant synchronization when the database replication is used. So it required lots of processing. Data integrity, a possible issue when the database replication is the data integrity, which can be compromising by updating the data at multiple sites, and improper data distribution. Now, in today's topic, we are discussing about what is distributed database, what is the distributed database management system, what are the application of distributed database, what are the some important features of distributed database, and what are the some disadvantage of distributed database. In our next lecture, we will discuss the other topic. Okay, thank you so much.